Okay, folks, hey, let's get the week started. Or actually, I've already gotten the week started. It's Sunday evening. I left the North Little Rock Maverick yard, I don't know, about 4 hours ago. And I'm just maybe 15 miles into Oklahoma. I've got this load, which I'll show you in a minute, that let's see, I picked this up in Chicago last, when did I get this? Last Thursday. Made it home late Friday afternoon. Had my weekend break. I left the house today about 2 p.m. And, you know, I drove about 3.5 hours today. Got into Oklahoma. The load delivers in Oklahoma City. Got an 8 a.m. appointment. So I'm going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, try to hit the road, you know, by 4:15, 4:20, and should be able to get there, you know, around 7, between 7 and 7:15, something like that. So let me hop out real quick and show you the load. Man, the sunset driving this direction, you know, heading west, has been beautiful today. You can see just the tail end of it over there through the trees. But this is a rest area here. Like I said, about maybe 15 or 20 miles into Oklahoma from Arkansas. Usually plenty of parking spots here. Very easy to get in and out of. But here's my load. I got this these steel rounds, double layer. I'll try to show you more of it when I get unloaded tomorrow, because I know I wasn't able to get any shots of the loading the other day in Chicago, but that's it. And I had somebody send me a message earlier asking, why are the trailers so long when we don't use all of the length of the trailer? You know, on this particular load, I've probably got an extra, you know, 20 foot. But, you know, it's not always like that. Sometimes we use the entire trailer and a couple extra feet. But, you know, most of Maverick's trailers are 48 foot. That's pretty standard for flatbed. There are some 53 footers. Most of the van trucks like that, or like this Crete truck beside me, they're probably 53 footers. It's pretty standard. So okay, let me get back in the truck here. I got a couple of things I wanted to mention. I stopped a few miles back at a Pilot and got fuel, and as I was leaving the Pilot there was I noticed it because there was a couple of police cars there talking to a female Maverick driver. So I stopped to see if I could help in any way, because I thought maybe she had locked her keys in her car, in the truck or something. And you know, all of our Maverick trucks are keyed the same, so I could have unlocked the truck for her. But what had happened is she had been in the sleeper, and the truck that was parked beside her, like for example, it would have been parked in this spot. When it pulled out, his mirror, I guess, hit her mirror assembly and had knocked it cockeyed there. It was all messed up. So I tried to get up there and bend it back, possibly. I mean, this was all cracked, you know, it was kind of busted, but I was gonna try to pull it back, but I couldn't get it to budge. So she was gonna have to call in, you know, a breakdown, or it's unfortunate because she won't be able to drive like that, although the truck's fine, and she's gonna have to get it somewhere. And you know, they'll probably have her go back in the morning to the Freightliner dealership about 10 miles back down the road in Van Buren and get that mirror fixed. But yeah, you know, just what a messed up thing there. She's just sitting there trying to rest, I don't know if she had stopped for the evening or what, but now her day, the load's all messed up. She'll miss her appointment. Gonna have some downtime getting her truck repaired just because somebody pulled out, not paying attention, and sideswiped her mirror. Come on, guys. I told her, I was like, you know, the first night I was out with my trainer, you know, almost 3 years ago, the first night we stayed at a truck stop, I remember we were at a Love's up there in Kentucky, and we had gotten into the bunk. We were just trying to go to sleep, you know. It was like 10 p.m. or something like that, and we heard, you know, this big thud, and the truck shook. We looked out the window, and some guy was trying to back into the spot, and had run into the, had backed in. He had backed in, and his trailer, the corner of his trailer hit our trailer right here. You know, not a whole lot of damage, but we had to call in and get this light replaced, and you know, there was some minor damage in here, but mainly this light assembly had gotten destroyed. So, you know, they dispatched somebody out, fixed it. Okay, wanted to talk about one other thing real quick, what was on my mind. I had somebody email me a couple days ago. Obviously they hadn't watched a lot of my older videos, but they were asking, why was I called Paperboy? Did I used to deliver newspapers or something? So for you new guys that haven't maybe had the chance to go back and watch a lot of my earlier stuff, yes, Paperboy was a nickname I got. I'll try to make this quick, but yes, I worked for 33 years in the newspaper circulation business, you know, in the distribution side of the newspaper operation, you know, where we took the newspapers when they were printed and distributed them across the state. You know, we sold the newspaper and distributed the newspaper. So I did that for a long time. You know, that was my career. Worked at 3 different newspapers over that time. But it was, you know, when 3 or 4 years ago, when I started trying to transition out of the newspaper business into trucking, before I came to Maverick, I started working at the ABF distribution center there in North Little Rock. You know, they have a big distribution center like 4 miles from my house. So I got a part-time job working there while I was still working at the newspaper, just working at nights and on the weekend as a dock worker, you know, loading, unloading trucks, moving freight around. And I got my CDL while I was doing that, you know, got my permit, went and got my CDL, and you know, they offered me full-time employment there, but it wouldn't have, you had to have a CDL to be full-time there, but it wouldn't have been a driving job, and it didn't pay as well as what I'm earning here at Maverick, not even close. So but some of the guys there, knowing that I was working at the newspaper, they nicknamed me Paperboy. So that's kind of where that came from. So when I got started at Maverick and decided to start making videos, which was, you know, I was almost 2 years into driving, you know, 1.5 years or so or more, driving for Maverick before I even started thinking about making videos. So, you know, I wasn't thinking about making videos when I started doing this. It's just that some of the earlier guys that were with Maverick and had been making great videos, helping the new guys and all, they had left, retired or whatever. So I just thought, you know, I'm gonna try that. So that's where that all came from. For you new guys that hadn't gone back and watched a lot of the old footage videos, that's why I'm Paperboy Trucker. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll get this week going.